And we back. The Memphis Grizzlies just recently went on an 11-game win streak, and they are one of the youngest teams in the entire NBA. And it got me thinking about other young teams in history and made me Google what is the youngest team in the history of basketball to win a championship. All right, so things get a little bit complicated once you Google those things. Somebody put together a formula called WAGE, which is the weighted age. It is the age times the minutes divided by minutes. I don't really know what that really means, but according to them, when you use this new weighted age, the 77 and 76 Portland Trail Blazers were the youngest team in NBA history to win a championship. And what you're going to see is that young teams haven't won a championship in some time. The 14-15 Golden State Warriors is the youngest team in recent history, and that is the average age of 26.3. And here it says the average wage for a championship team is 28.234. But if we're just going off raw numbers, which is just the age and not a crazy formula, the youngest team is still the 76-77 Portland Trail Blazers at the age of 24.19. Today's goal is to build a team to win a championship that is less than the 24.19 average age of this team. I got to figure out who else was on here because that was such a crazy run. It's weird to see Western Conference first round versus the Bulls. The Bulls were a Western Conference team once upon a time. This team was only 49-33, second in their division. Had the legendary Jack Ramsey, but if you look at this, they didn't have a single player on their roster that was 10 years pro. The oldest dude here was Hiram Gillum from Purdue at a 7-year pro. And if you're wondering who the best players were, you got Lionel Hollins, wow. You got Bill Walton, and then you got Mo Lucas, and this team went on to win a championship. This should be a tough challenge, man. I mean, there are a lot of really good young players, but 24.19 is insane. Y'all know the way these things work. We have to randomly select our team. So I'm stopping in 3 and 2 and in 1. We're running with the Dallas Mavericks today. Okay, hopefully they give us Luka because he would fit the criteria of today's video. The Mavericks are going to have pick number 21. Okay. All right, and the bottom half, the bottom third when it comes to picks. But that's okay, because it might mean they might draft us a young team to start off with, and that's always a plus. They gave us Donovan Mitchell, which ain't too bad, even though he's over the average. That's okay, because that just means we go get a 18, 19-year-old to balance things out. That's not a bad person to have. We have Clint, Mike Conley, Dylan Brooks. So this is an older team with a little bit of youth sprinkled here and there. Not too bad. It's weird that we have to have 24... Okay, so are we going based off the beginning of the season or the end of the season when it comes to the ages? Because they were the youngest team to win a championship. So it should be at the end of the season, right? Or when they raised Larry O'Brien? That's too much work for me because then I got to figure out birthdays. You know what? We're going to do it based on the beginning of the season before we start simulating. That's the easiest way to do things. Because then I got to figure out, is Donovan Mitchell go turn 26 before? And I got to Google his birthday. And I got to Google the birthday of Xavier Tillman and DeAndre Hunter. That's too much work. So we're going to go based off the beginning of the season and leave it at that. Okay, so Donovan Mitchell being here is really solid, but I'm not saying he's safe. I got to go and look around the league when it comes to all the players and figure out which ones are the players that are worth trading for. Luka, I would love to have him, but at a 93 overall, he's going to be almost impossible to trade for. So we're going to pass. Ja Morant, I don't think he'll be impossible, even though he did just get an upgrade in his overall. So he's a 92. So he might be impossible. Impossible. I mean, there is no untouchables anymore, by the way. You should know that. You've been around this channel for a long time. And if you haven't, you should subscribe. We do no untouchables on this channel. If we're going strictly based off age, I mean, I got to add all of these dudes to the lineup. Jason Tatum will still be under, which is crazy to say, because I feel like Jason Tatum in the league for 1,000 years. Shea, DeAndre Ayton. I'm looking for the biggest splash imaginable. Okay, so our target list is full. When it comes to pieces to trade away, we have Clint, we have Conley, we have Brooks, we have Morris Sr., and then when it comes to picks, 2-star value, not the greatest. Okay, 2-star value. All right, this trade is not going to happen because they're just too... Oh, Jonathan Kuminga. No, Jonathan Kuminga's got all the value in the world. Okay, Jonathan Kuminga and DeAndre Hunter. You got to make up 19. Where is these fictional numbers coming from? Okay, give us back Gary Trent. You know what? Let's take a step back. We'll give you Xavier Tillman. Yeah, and now you just have to give us a roster filler, which could be Miles McBride, who's actually more valuable than I thought he was going to be. So we struck out on Ja Morant. That would have been great to have him on the team, but we don't. Unless, wait, let's go back to talk to OKC real quick. You want Donovan Mitchell. He's got more value. He's got more value. I'll give you a pick. And then Xavier Tillman. And then one more pick. And then some seconds. Sam Presti, love him some seconds now. There it is. Okay. I had to figure out would I rather have the older player with the lower overall or the younger player with the higher overall. It makes sense for the talents. Ja Morant, welcome to the team. Yeah, we threw in a little bit more, but Ja Morant, welcome to the team. All right, so we got a good start. Who is the secondary player we want to get? I want to go pair him with a good big. DeAndre Ayton might be our guy. He's playing with the Trailblazers nowadays in this fantasy world. And you know what? I heard that the Trailblazers, oh, they're a young team too, bro. These younger teams, they want DeAndre Hunter. And then they want, okay, obviously that was, I don't even know why I attempted that. You want Mike Conley as well. Ooh. Who's your starting point guard right now? Okay, you got Maxey. I'd rather develop Maxey than give Mike Conley minutes. But a pick, there it is. Okay, so we got 2 players. That's amazing. 2 players that are below the average. Now we fill the rest with Shea. Let's go trade Clint Capella for Shea. Shea's on the 76ers. Shea is one of the easiest players in the league to trade for. If you need a young person that can get you buckets, go get Shea. The only problem is he's playing for a team that's over the cap. So we need to bring in Vontae Graham. Actually, not even Vontae Graham. He don't make enough money. Okay, the money thing might be the thing that prevents us from making this trade happen. We'll give you Luka Garza. No, we need to give you somebody more expensive than Luka. You know what I'm saying? We working with the salary cap here. Zach Collins. They want Brent Forbes in the pick. Boom. Like I said, Shea is one of the easiest players in the entire game to trade for. So we got a big 3 that all fit what we need. 24.19 before the season with our big 3 is a W. But now we still got like Marcus Morris Sr. We still got Tim Hardaway on the team. We got Jonathan Kuminga, who would help us keep our number down. But bro is so valuable, we have to trade him away for somebody that can get minutes for us. Because as a 74 overall, he's not getting minutes on the championship team. No way. Oh, well, he's a lot cheaper. He's a lot cheaper. We ain't got to give him a first-round pick or one of the young players. Miles Bridges, welcome to the team. That's a steal of a player. Woo! Hey, they got Dillon Brooks starting, but Dillon Brooks ain't safe. Dillon Brooks ain't safe. Now, here's the thing. Because we are so young, we could potentially have, you know how like in their team, they had the one dude that was 30 years old. We could do the same thing, you know? So is there a power forward out there that's older, that might be easy for us to trade for, that might bring our average up a little bit, but we got the rest to balance it out? It's Klay Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, and we're getting back Poku, who's going to bring the average down. This is the perfect trade for us. Kuminga, Marcus Morris Sr., Dillon Brooks in a second to give us Klay Thompson and Aleksej Pokusevski. That is a steal of a deal right there. It does not get better than that deal. You know, we got our vet. We needed one vet, and it's Klay Thompson, and he goes up as a small forward. Our starting lineup, to me, looks elite. It looks championship ready. Ja, Shea, Klay, Miles, and DeAndre. The bench needs some help, for sure. We still got old Patty Mills and Maxi Kleber, who's 29. And, yeah, but the rest is feeling cool. We need to low-key fill out our roster. Yeah, Nico Mannion. No, he wants $4 million. Oh, Champagnie. Yeah, I like Champagnie a lot. So we add him to the team. I'm also going to bring some older dudes because they might, you know, get traded for something that could be helpful for us. Okay, cool. I'm liking what we're doing right here. I think we're on the right path. So we got Maxi Kleber. This man, Willie Cauley-Stein, is playing for a literal minimum. Bro ain't getting paid a single dollar this season. I respect the grind. He just wants a job. Anthony Simons. Can I get Anthony Simons without giving up that pick? They really want that pick. They want to give us Enes Freedom. I'll give you just Taj. Thank you. Anthony Simons, a steal of a player to have as the backup. He is only 22 years old. That's going to be great. He only got 4 badges right now, but I promise you 2K is about to upgrade, bro. He going to have more than 4 badges in a couple days. 33-year-old Patty Mills, you got to go. Who is the backup point guard that's young? I don't know. Patty Mills by himself in the trade finder might be enough. Get T-Riz out of here. 36, get T-Riz out of here. Omar Yurtseven, 23-year-old rookie, brings the average down. He's a 77 overall, 0 badges, a little disrespectful for one of the better rebounders in the league. Go ahead, get him rebound chaser. He deserves it. But okay, that's a W. We're still looking for that backup point guard. We need to get Eric Gordon, old self, off the team, get a backup small forward, and then figure out the backup power forward because I feel like at 28 years old, Chris Boucher might still be able to make the team. We got to wait and see, though. I'm traded for Mo Bamba. I'm going to put Mo Bamba at the 4. Will it work? I don't know. His overall doesn't change. He's still a paint defender, but we needed a backup 4, and Mo Bamba being 23 years old right now fits that perfectly. Okay, we're still missing backup point guard, backup wing, but everything else feels pretty good. With that trade, I don't need Chris Boucher anymore. Chris Boucher is older, and he's a worse player than Mo Bamba. So let's get Chris Boucher out of there with, we don't really have many assets left. So just throw him in the trade finder with a second. Hamidou Diallo, welcome to the team. That is the backup wing that we've been looking for. At 6'5", he can run some backup small forward and get the job done. And now we look for that point guard. The point guard don't gotta be crazy, because we do have Ja Morant on the team, if you didn't know. So, like, throw these two guys in the trade finder with a second. Give me a young point guard that can play minutes. Armani Brooks, okay, he's an option. Can we get away with having Alex Caruso? I'm going to try it. If he's too old, then we will trade bro away. But right now, we got a good 10-man rotation. Josh Shea, Clay, Miles, and Aiden. And off the bench, we got Caruso, Bamba, Simons, Diallo, and Yurt 7. That would be the youngest team to win a championship if they did. Now it's time for me to do some math. And I'll be back. Right now, the average age of this team is 23.07. Now, you like, Kenny, what if you just did the 10 players of your rotation? Because I can see some people making the argument that having Pokusevski and Tyrell Terry and Champagny is bringing our number down. So let's just calculate our 10-man rotation. And if we just did the 10 people in our rotation, the average age is exactly 24. So Caruso, you're here to stay, my boy. As the backup PG, that's a steal. But is this team a championship team? That is the real question. It's not just about building a young team. It's about also going out there and performing. Game 1 against the Atlanta Hawks is a win. And this one, we got Ja Morant looking like he could be the MVP of the league. Game 2, we went against Giannis. There's no recipe for beating Giannis at all. But things are going pretty solid. If I'm going to fill the roster, I'm going to do the same thing by getting some younger players. Again, if we already had a very low number before I did this, so I ain't trying to see the comment section saying, Kenny, this helped you? No, it didn't, though. We did that. We just got to win a championship now. Ja Morant doesn't win MVP. A little bit rigged, if you ask me. Whatever. Evan Mobley, Bobby Portis, Giannis, Tyrese Maxey. That's great. We had Coach of the Year, Jason Kidd. We have a 99 offense, 91 defense. That's cool. Defense going to crank it up once we get to the playoffs, baby. Are we going to get no All-NBA? But one of the guys we traded away got All-NBA. Now, the reason he got it and our guy did it is because he ain't got that much talent on his team. Look at that. He had the average 34. He had a crazy season. Did they make the playoffs, though? They're in the play-in. We're the 1 seed. That's the difference. We got talent. We don't need nobody to average 34. 20 and 20. We got 2 people averaging 20. Somebody really close to that. We got a rebounding machine at 11 per, shooting 60% from the field. Anthony Simon shot 40% from 3. No, he didn't, but he's very close. I still believe that our team is the favorite to win the championship. Yurt 7 only averaged 3 rebounds per game, but if you look at his per 36, boom, there he is right there. About 12 per. Here we go. Are we going against OKC? Bring in OKC. They did not make. They're the 7th seed. I want to show Donovan Mitchell a little something. Chris Dunn is starting on a playoff team. Okay. Chris Dunn is out of the league, and it happened like that. He had an injury with the Bulls, and he signed somewhere else that he's completely out of the league. It's kind of crazy. Chris Dunn, Seth Curry, Jimmy Butler, Otto Porter, Nurkic. We got some former Chicago Bulls legends in that lineup. Okay. And maybe some future Chicago Bulls legends. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Game 1 is a Dallas Mavericks win. I should lower my rotation, but I probably won't until some team beats us 2 games in a series, which is literally right now. All right, let's lower this rotation to an 8. We're running an 8, so Ja and company can just get all the minutes. 3-2. No way. Ain't no way. There's no way. Ja, I traded for you to be a god out here on the court. And you know what? You're 50, 40, 90 in this playoff series. I ain't even mad at you. But we need you to do more than 23. You're doing it on great efficiency, but now let's crank it up. We cannot lose in the first round because that will be against everything that this video is about. We get out of that round. Thank God. Okay. All right. That was a little bit scary, I must admit. And Shea was the guy. John still set his boys up a little bit, but Shea was the guy to take over in this one. DeAndre Ayton fouled out. That's okay. That's all right. We won. Now we're going against the 5th seed. If we struggled against the 8th seed, I'm not feeling very confident about the rest of these series. But hey, this is another young team. According to the starting 5, Cole Anthony, what, year 2, year 3? I don't know. Jaylen Brown, year 1. I don't know. Jaylen Brown's he might be 25. I literally do not know. Sadiq Bey, 20. All right, you know what? Let me just stop guessing. Let me go look at the Spurs team. Why are you down 2? I've had enough of Dallas. I'm signing with a new team. Who cares? It's the playoffs. Why are y'all upset? Y'all are crazy, bro. 2K's logic is a little bit weird. So 25, 25, 21, 23, 23. Isaiah Thomason's coming. Okay, they got a couple old heads here, and we made a trade with them. But for the most part, that's a really young team. They even got JT Thor. Their average age is going to be higher than ours, but it's not that much higher than ours. So let's see. You know, game one, the battle of the young teams. Oh no, you need veteran leadership to beat this Dallas Mavericks team. Now if we go against a team of dinosaurs, we're gonna be not a team of dinosaurs, but like on paper, this roster is crazy. They got Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal back together. Now Russell Westbrook in the game is only an 82 now, so he ain't as he's not MVP Russell. We're not really afraid of that. Bradley Beal, Wiggins at an 84, John Isaac, who ain't played in like 6 years of real life, but bro still can defend, and then Joel Embiid. That's a really good put together roster. How did they do that? That don't seem like a team that just made drafting things. They made trades. They traded Pascal and a pick for Bradley Beal. That's a really good trade for them. Okay, and only thing I'm curious about is to see what type of numbers Russell Westbrook puts up as they keep dropping his overall. He averaged 16, 8, and 7.5. He shot 50% from the field. I mean, that's the playoffs right now. He averaged 20 in the regular season. So even though he's only an 82, he's still putting up good numbers. Game one, we lose to Embiid. Yeah. DeAndre Ayton has 7 offensive rebounds, but he couldn't stop Joel. Game two. This is a team that matches up really well for us, but that is the reason we traded for you, Ja. A performance like this is exactly what we needed, and we got that. Game three. Yep. Give me another performance like that, Ja. I'll take it. 15 or 10 for 15 from the field. We got good shooters. Klay Thompson, very efficient. 50% from Anthony Simons from 3. 50% from Shea from 3. We shot them out of this game. Game four. Ooh. We did not shoot well in this one. 15 for 41 from 3. That's okay. Bounce back. Oh. Yo, the youth is showing up because Joel is dogging us. Aiden, you worried about your contract situation. You need to be worried about defense. They want to put Mo Bamba in the start lineup because he's better right now. Is that the right move? Sure. I can't tell them nothing. We struggling heavily. All right. Do not lose this game. There it is. That's the it's a close one. Come on, Dallas. Stop playing. No, we didn't just lose on the last possession or two. All right, I got to go look. Russell Westbrook hit a 3 with 10 seconds to go. Russell Westbrook hit a 3 with 10 seconds to go to send them to the finals, and they lost to Giannis. I'm heartbroken. I'm real life heartbroken. I can't end this video without winning a championship. That's just the way things go around here. I refuse to fail a challenge. And I forgot about those two dudes. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go sign somewhere else this offseason. Okay, you know what I'm saying? No, we need them to re-sign so I can trade them. If y'all don't want to be here, I can put you on the right team. DeAndre Ayton has 11 offers and then 3 offers from Miles Bridges. Uh-oh. We can afford to bring them both. Yeah, we can afford to match both. Cool. We might lose some other players, but we could. Anthony Simons got to stay, though. Ant has to stay. I can match everything else, but Ant has to stay. Yo, we had so many people in restricted free agency. It's kind of wild. Bring back Anthony Simons, please. Yes, sir. Because some of these people kind of age out of the challenge, you know? DeAndre Ayton has to go. Alex Caruso probably has to go. Klay Thompson has to go. We're doing a second rebuild right now. I did not plan for this. All right, let's go make moves. Are you trying to tell me I could get a guy that's better on defense maybe and about the same age, cheaper, and he won't be mad at me? Deal. Jared Allen, welcome to the team. I'm trying to trade for Jaylen Brown. They want Miles Bridges. They'll give us Sabonis. Sure. Sabonis ain't old. He might be 26 now. Yeah, he's 26 now. Jaylen Brown's going to run a 3 for us. I traded Klay because even though he was making $40 million, I don't remember him leading us to scoring at all in the playoffs. So I got to do what I got to do. Jaylen Brown's going to have his moments. He's going to play good defense, and he's younger than Klay is. So That's good. Sabonis is definitely not safe. He never really puts up really good numbers in 2K, so I might have to flip him too. I think that any other trade I do, I'm going to do in the regular season because we're going to have an extra pick. I mean, the roster's pretty much full, so I don't even need to do anything. I might spend some money to get a younger third-string center like Tony Bradley wants $6 million. You know what? I have a mid-love exception. Tony Bradley, welcome to the team. Okay, player progression. The only thing good about being super young is that, yeah, you're going to see progression. So now Ja Morant is next level, I'm him type moments. Even Alex Caruso at 28 is getting better and better. Terrence Ross has to get traded away on this $11 million, but that's no big deal. Is this team better than year number 1? I hope so, because I low-key thought the year number 1 was our championship year, but I guess not. All right, I'm trading down in overall by 1, but we wanted to get Jaren earlier in the video. We couldn't. We get him and Chumo Kiki, who are both super young players. I mean, you can just look at our roster, and you can tell that it's under, because only 2 people on the team are over 24. So do I need to do the math for you? No. I think you should know that this team is under 24.19 was what it was. This team is under. Let's see our starting lineup for year number 2. Ja, Shea, Jalen, Jaren, and Jared. A lot of J's. A lot of J's. We even got to do with 3 of them. 3 of them right here. We got Alex Caruso, Anthony Simons, Mo Bamba. I'm going to put it back to a 10-man for the regular season. And we rolling like this. Even our reserves are young enough. And they could get, like, if you told me Poku deserved minutes, I can't even be mad at you. All right, game 1. New regime. Not even. But we win barely, but it's Shea. I need my guy Ja to stop being so passive. You know what? I'm making Ja the number 1 scoring option. Go win an MVP. LaMelo won MVP. Wasn't Ja. We were the 1 seed though, so like, I mean, I guess it means nothing. We were the 1 seed last year and got to the conference finals and did nothing. So this is a better season. No Ja Morant on All NBA, but again, it's because boys' stats are kind of muted. 23 and 8 is really good. 50, 40, 82. Like, he had a really good season. You feel me? It's just not on the par with the other ones because look at the diversity in the lineup. So many people average over 10. Forget all of that. We're lowering our rotation down to a 9-man to start the season. I don't care about nothing else but this championship. Jared Allen is upset now. I am triggered at how things are going. What is going? Like, why is it? Give me more context, my boy, because I can fix it. It's the playoffs, and I don't want you mad. Last time we had a center that was mad during the playoffs, we lost. So I don't want that to happen again. Okay, so we're going against Denver in the first round. Denver has James, Bane, Karras, Jay Sean, and Robert Williams. We're a better team than that. James Harden is regressing. That's a game 1 win. We should beat this team in no later than 5. 5 exactly what it. Oh, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. I'm ready for y'all. Bradley Beal is gone though. Bradley Beal is gone. We're not worried anymore. Joel is still a monster. They got Josh Christopher in at the 2 since they lost Bradley. So let's go ahead and beat them this time. Not a good start. Josh Christopher playing his Bradley Beal role well. Game 1, he dominated. Nope, not Simcast Live. Okay, we won game 2 though. We won game 2. Shout out to Next Gen for being way faster than current gen. Game 3, win. Game 4, win. Get out of there, baby. We're going against the 6-seeded OKC Thunder. It's Donovan Mitchell. Another super young team other than Eric Bledsoe. He's a little bit bitter that we traded him away from Ja. But Ja's a 96 now, Donovan. I know you made All-NBA teams. I know you averaging 34. I understand that. But Ja's a 96 now, and we're in the 1 seed. Let's get rid of them. They've been pretty good, though. Last round, they saw a team from the play-in get all the way to the 2nd round. Zion is on that team. They beat Luka, but they lost to Donovan Mitchell. And go through 1 game, we are also losing to Donovan. Hey, I'm not here for this, bro. Put Jaylen Brown on Donovan Mitchell and change Ja Morant's not the 1 option no more. There's no preference. Go stop. It's got to be him, right? I mean, game 1 was kind of a muted game. Game 2. I got to switch it. I'm sorry. I got to put my best defender on him. Alex Caruso is also a 90 when it comes to defense. That's great to have coming off the bench. Jaylen Brown is a worse defender for Donovan Mitchell than Ja Morant. Then let's run Ja Morant there then. Forget it. I don't care who it is. Optically, it might be better to put the bigger... Oh, it didn't matter. Dude had 40 still. But luckily, we just outscored them by 2. I mean, this is wild. Is it not built for teams to win championships super young? I'm putting Jalen on him for real now. I thought that the Ja thing was the right play, but obviously it's not. I said that I wanted to see him in the playoffs, and that was like just not the right thing to say because he's dominating us now. Go ahead, put Jalen on him. All right. We're down 3-1. I've seen crazier things happen in the association. This is a win. We don't blow that. 42-17 in the first quarter. We're up by a ton. Change that momentum in the series. Jeez, that's a... What? That's got to be the biggest playoff blowout of all time. And Donovan Mitchell on the clamps by Jaylen Brown. 8 of 30? 8 of 30. Did not get to the free throw line one time. And Jaylen Brown scored crazily efficiently and led us in scoring. Or not led us in rebound, but close to it. Come on, man. Jaylen should have been on him from the very start. Jaylen should have been on bro from the very start. And we're looking good. We're forcing the game 7. Another stinker of a game. Now, Donovan had a good one. Donovan had a good one for sure, but it was not enough. Game 7. You know what? Before we even start game 7, I'm lowering my rotation even more. This is the game 7. If we don't win here, I don't know what to tell you, y'all. We can't build around Ja. We're going to have to switch our star player if we don't win this one. But it looks like we will. Yes, sir. Did we low-key just win every quarter for 3 straight games? Let's go to game... Not this game, but the game after this one. We won every one of these quarters of game 5. We won all of these... Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, okay, never mind. We almost won every quarter for 3 straight games to make a comeback coming. And then now we got the Wiz, who have De'Aaron, Chris Duarte, Kawhi, Marcus Morris Sr., and Mitchell Robb. Not a bad team whatsoever. Kawhi kind of carries the load right there. He's already being guarded by our best defender. And he had a stinker of a game. Thank you, Jalen. He also had 9 turnovers. And 4 of those steals was Anthony Simons off the bench. And only 22 minutes. That's a W. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win. It was just about the Western Conference was so elite. We got out of there and we win the championship. And if we were calculating by the end of the season, this was our average. So we barely got out of that, of the 24-19, just by a couple decimal points. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like. Way harder than I anticipated it to be, but I'm happy this was actually a challenge. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.